Hi everyone, good morning all of you. Able to hear me all? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Today we are going to launch our second instance and that Linux and this is called as Linux instance. Okay. We are going to launch Linux instance. Launch Linux instance. Instance. Instance means what is the meaning of instance? Instance is nothing but a computer. Okay, computer. We are going to launch. Now this instance means one computer. If we call it as instances means two computers or more than one computers, correct? Launch Linux instances or computer. This is the topic. So yesterday we have seen we have launched Windows instance, Windows computer we have launched in AWS cloud. Today we are going to launch Linux instance. So for this Linux instance also we have to follow some steps. We have to follow some steps. So one by one we have following steps and parallelly we are going to launch this Linux instance. Hmm? So here today we are going to launch two Linux instances. That is the reason I have written S here. So how to launch? Hope everyone you have created your AWS account. Hmm? Correct or not? Created? Okay. Yeah. Good. Now how to access AWS account? How to access AWS account? We have to mention AWS space console. Okay. Just enter. Then we have to select AWS Management Console. Click on AWS Management Console. Then here either you need to click on sign into the console or log back in. Okay. Here I'm going to select this log into the console. Select, click on this sign into the console. Then I have to select by default it is selecting root user. Okay. Root user email address. I am a root user of my own account. So that is the reason I have to provide my email address. Click on next. Here you have to provide your password. Password. Then I have to click on sign in. Sign in. successfully I have logged into my AWS management console. So this is my AWS management console. AWS management console. Yesterday I have launched one computer, one instances in Mumbai region. Today I am going to launch in Germany, Frankfurt region. Okay, you can select any region, no problem. But AWS company have changing their some rules, okay, rules and regulation after every month or daily on daily basis. Maybe if you are changing different region, initially they don't have activation for your particular account. So if you are using North California, initially they don't this region is not activated for your uh, particular account. It will activate it within second or 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Then you will receive one mail. hmm? So don't worry about this. But maybe the as AWS already have mentioned proximity area, proximity to your location is around Mumbai. Okay, if you are placed in Hyderabad, anywhere in India, so Mumbai is near to you. Mumbai is near to you. So that is the reason. But you can use any region. No need. Means particular region you have to only. You can also launch your instances on London. London. Today we are going to launch our Linux instances in Frankfurt. 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 So what is this all about? So this is the availability of zone and this is the region. See, if I click here, it is a toggle as a regions. So what do you mean by region? What is the region? Let me open this PPT. You can get the clarity. Don't worry. This is called as a AWS global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. This AWS company available all over the world. Okay, it's not limited to particular region. Okay, it is available all over in the world, every region. So what do you mean by AWS region? What do you mean by AWS region? So AWS region means, so this is one region. Okay, this is one region. This is one region. This is one region. This is one region. This is the region. If you want to, if you want to see live, just use this. Just use this website https colon slash slash infrastructure.aws. Just refer this. Okay, just refer this https colon forward slash infrastructure.aws. Okay, just use this. You can able to see the global infrastructure region and availability zone of AWS cloud. See, these are the region. These are the region. North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia. So where comes under Asia Pacific? Hmm? See, somewhere we are available here in Mumbai, and this in this Hyderabad it is coming soon. Hmm? I have yesterday mentioned, no? In the last lecture I have mentioned, after 6 months or 1 year maybe this blue yellow dot will be this blue soon. It was launched in Mumbai in 2016. Maybe they have planned for 2022, but still only I think October, November, only 3 months are remaining. So that is the reason maybe they will going to start in 2023. Hmm? It's under process. So this region is Asia Pacific region. Okay, Asia Pacific region. See here there is a one symbol is there. So how many region? North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, Australia. Once you got placed in your company or any IT company, you are also work in the same region. North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Africa. I used to work in I used to work in Asia Pacific region, Middle East region. I also already work on Europe. I already work on presently I'm working on North America region in my company. Same way we have to work on different regions. So how many regions? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 regions are there. 7 regions are there. So inside every region there is a availability zone. So now this is a region. For North America, region is US West region, and inside this US West region there is availability zone. How many availability zones are available? Two availability zones are sorry, four availability zones are available. Okay, so minimum two will be available and maximum six will be available. So here in northern Virginia there is a maximum six is available, and hmm, inside this availability zone, what is the next thing? Data center will be available. See AWS region, then AWS availability zone, and inside this availability zone, data center is available. Data center is available. These are the edge location. Edge location. AWS edge location. AWS local zone. Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, local zone. Regional edge caches. These are the regional edge caches. Okay. For for this North America. Consider Asia Pacific. If you want to see if Asia Pacific means you need to go inside this Asia Pacific. Just click on Asia Pacific. Here you can able to see Singapore is one of the region, Tokyo is region, Seoul, Mumbai is one of the region. Here in Mumbai there are three availability zones are available. Hmm. Hong Kong, Osaka, Jakarta, China. This comes under Asia Pacific region. Okay, main regions. These are the edge location. Here in India, Bangalore is edge location, Chennai is edge location, Hyderabad is edge location, Kolkata is edge location, Mumbai is edge location, Delhi is also edge location. Okay, so many these edge locations are available. Edge locations are available. If you click on this, you can able to see the details. Now I'm going to click on this Mumbai. I can able to see it was launched on 16 and availability zone is 3. Okay, availability zone. So here currently I am in Frankfurt region. Frankfurt region. So this is comes under Europe region. See, Europe region. Here there is a Europe region. Okay, and inside Europe region we have selected Frankfurt. So this is the Frankfurt, Europe Frankfurt region. So where three availability zones are available. It was launched on 2014.
Sorry to interrupt, Akshay.
Yeah,
Can you clarify that what exactly regions means? It means that physical data centers are available in all those regions, and from there, by sitting in Mumbai, I can access that that
Yes,
you
yes.
call the edge locations.
Yeah, yeah. I will tell you. Okay. Just wait for 5 to 10 minutes. You will get the clarity. Okay. You will get the clarity. So exactly. Okay. Exactly. You people have doubt that. Okay. I am going to access one computer from my account. Whether in these regions I am going to launch. Consider Frankfurt is a region. So Frankfurt is region means as the global AWS people in the global infrastructure, they have designs of region and availability zones. Availability zones. So what is the meaning of this region? What is the meaning of this availability zone? Correct? So broadly they have divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 region. But within this region they have availability zone. Correct? Availability zone. So here, what do you mean by AWS region? So AWS has region all around the world. All around the world, we can able to see such type of data. The name can be US East 1, US West 3, like that. So here, consider Mumbai region, South Asia specific Mumbai. Select Mumbai. So this comes under Asia specific, and and we can able to see the region. Maybe for Mumbai, you can able to see here AP South 1. Okay, AP South 1 is a region. Now what is region? Region is a cluster of data center. And what do you mean by data center? Where all the physical setups are available. Okay, all physical setups are available. Now you are accessing one computer from your account. Account. Consider if you are using Mumbai region, that means in the Mumbai there is a data center, and in that data center you are going to access your computer. Means physically it is available somewhere in that data region, data center, data center. Cloud means what? Cloud means what? You are just demanding your infrastructure as per your demand. You are using or you are utilizing underlying infrastructure. Correct? All the infrastructure. Got my point? So this region is a cluster of data center. So inside this region, there may be one or two data center, one or two data center. But all the data center are isolated from each other. Why isolated from each other? Because see here, why it is isolated from each other? Because consider there is a tsunami. Some natural disasters are there. If one of the data center is available somewhere, and one of the data centers are available somewhere in the India. Okay, if it is, they try to use sea coastal area, okay, where sea is available. Currently we all know in Mumbai sea is available. Okay, but consider natural disaster like tsunami, earthquakes. In that case, if all the data center available in the one region, what will happen? We are not going to restore our data or customer data like that. Even though we lost physical machines, but that data or that uh, whatever the region scope data is available into another data center. That means all data center are isolated but internally connected. All data center are isolated but internally connected, so that even though any natural disaster will come, we are able to get that. We are able to get that. This is the meaning of this. Okay. So how to choose AWS region? So yesterday I have already mentioned proximity to customer. Okay. Why proximity to customer? Because we are going to reduce latency. Latency. out of some services are region scope. Okay, now I'm going to find one service. That service name is EC2. EC2. This EC2 stands for virtual servers in the cloud. I'm going to launch any computer with the help of this EC2. Even though I'm using some S3, okay. Now I'm in Mumbai region. Now I'm going to access this EC2 service. Just search and click. What will happen? So this EC2 service is a region scope, region based. Now I'm accessing IAM service, IAM, hmm? Identity Access Management Service. Now just click on IAM. Let us see here, okay, what we are able to see once it will select it. See, by default it is coming global. By default it is coming global. That means IAM is a global service. IAM is a global service. Some services are region scope and some services are global services. Maybe in the interview, some interview will ask which are the global services you have used. You can say that IAM is a global services. Again, there is a one service, Route 53. Just click. Route 53 is for DNS. Okay. If you require any DNS means they will do for you. This is also a global service. Okay. Global service means this is not a region specific. This is not a region specific. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now today we are going to launch our Linux instances in Frankfurt region. Okay, we are going to use Frankfurt. Let us see Frankfurt. Correct. Now how to launch EC2 instance? I can see I have already two instances available in Frankfurt region. Okay. Now I'm going to terminate this instance because I didn't require these instances. Okay. So instead of Frankfurt, I'm going to use another region also, like Tokyo. I can use. Okay, Tokyo I can use. You can use any region. No, don't worry. Okay, I just want to show you. So there is no instance available here right now because for other batch maybe we have launched some instances on Frankfurt. So here I can see three key pairs are available. Okay, three key pairs are available. Now I'm going to delete these key pairs because I don't require this key pair right now. How to delete key pairs? Action, click on delete, and here you need to write some like DELETE. Just click on delete. Okay, just click on delete. Now you can able to see EC2 dashboard is like this. Just refresh. Even though I have deleted this key pair, it is showing like this, but here I need to refresh. Now I can able to see the key pairs is 0. Here security groups, just click on security groups. By default, AWS company is providing only one default security group. Okay, this is the default one. Even though you can't delete this, and do not delete this. Okay, if you delete means again you need to create. Earlier we are not able to delete. Maybe sometime, even though by default, but it is sometime it is automatically delete if you are delete. Okay, but do not delete this. Okay, just delete these two security group only. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, successfully I have deleted. Now come to EC2 dashboard. Still I can able to see this security group. 3 number is there. Just refresh. Earlier it is auto refreshed. Okay, after 3-4 seconds this was auto refresh, but right now they are directly given one button here, tab here. So just refresh means it will refreshed. It will refresh. Now today I'm going to launch Linux instance. Just click on launch instance. Yesterday we have launched instances with old experience. Today we are going to launch instances with new experience. Okay, new experience. I'm not going to use old experience. Today I'm going to use new experience. So what is my first step here in the new experience? I have to give meaningful name to my computer or instances. So in this today I'm going to give Linux as a meaningful name. If you want to give additional tag also, you can give. You can give here. You can just click on add a tag. You can give any number. You can give any number. Also you can, if you want to utilize other resources also, you can use other resources depending upon your requirement. So I don't want I don't want use anything. Okay, I just want one meaningful name like Linux. Linux is a meaningful name I want to use. Here the second, what is my first point here? I have given tag name. And what was the tag name? Linux I am going to use. Okay, what is my second step? Application and OS manage images. This is nothing but called as a Amazon machine image. Amazon machine image is nothing but operating system. We have operating system, correct? In AWS terminology, it is called as a Amazon machine image. Some people call it as a AMI. Okay, AMI. Which AMI today we are going to select? So here there is some definition. An an ME or AMI. Okay, you can call it anything. An AMI is a template. In that template, software configuration like operating system, application server, or other applications are available to launch your instance. To launch your instance. Here, here, if you want to create your own image, you can also create your own image. Okay, customize image you can able to create. It contains software configuration, means without this OS image you are not able to start your instance. Okay, you are not able to start your instance. You can search any application, AMI here. Around thousands of applications and OS images are available here. Here, quick start, they are given some famous Linux machines instances like Linux, Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Red Hat. Okay, you can use any. Red Hat, SUSE Linux, Debian. Debian means Ubuntu. So these are the, here also Ubuntu is there, but Ubuntu and this Debian comes under Debian family. So that is the reason. This Amazon Linux, then Red Hat Linux comes under Red Hat family. Comes under Red. CentOS is also comes under Red Hat family, RPM family. So you can select anything. You can select any AMI image. You can select Red Hat. You can select Amazon Linux, depending upon your requirement. All are same only. Only 5% there is a something difference. Okay, maybe some commands are different. We will learn one by one all the things. Okay. Here I am going to select Amazon Linux. So in this Amazon Linux, once I selected, by default they are selecting free tier eligible AMI. Okay, free tier eligible AMI. In that Amazon Linux 2, this 2 stands for version. Okay, Amazon Linux 2 version, HVM, HVM, HVM. What is the HVM? What do you mean by HVM? This HVM is nothing but a one of the type of virtual machine. Okay, just like we have seen, hypervisor is one of the application to launch virtualization. Correct. We can call it as a extraction layer. Kernel 5.10 SSD volume type. So this is the name of this Amazon machine image. AMI 07, this is the Amazon machine ID. Amazon machine ID. Here also you can able to see this is AMI ID. This is the description of this AMI. This AMI is nothing but operating system. Architecture, you can select either 86 or ARM, but basically we are selecting this one only. For ARM, basically used for embedded. Okay, embedded or embedded related things we can select, but this architecture we are using for our computers. Now the next step is, here I have selected Amazon Linux AMI 3. Now what is the third step? Instance type. By default, in the new experience, only T2.micro we can able to see. But if you seen yesterday's recorded video, you can able to see so many instance types they are able to see, but they have tag T2.micro as a free tier eligible. But here in this new experience, you can able to see only one. This is good, correct? This is a good, because they trying, like they're trying to say like you are using free tier account, and that is the reason you are only using this T2.micro. If you want to learn instance types, you can learn. You can see so many instance types are available. So many instance types are available. So what is the instance types? Okay, what is the instance type? Instance means computer. We are going to configure computer. Okay, and they have some types. What are the different types? So many types are available. So many types are available. So we have currently selected T2.micro. We have selected T2.micro. Here, Amazon EC2 provide a wide selection of instance types optimized to fit different use cases. Now, what is our use case? We are going to create one Linux machine. So by default, backendly they have saying like particular user is using some use cases. Okay, they are trying to launch one instance, and he comes under free tier eligibility. That is the reason by default they tag us T2.micro. T2.micro. Here we can able to see so many instance types are available. Okay, C1.xlarge. You haven't see the GB of any computer 128, 128 of GB, 192 GB of memory. See here. If you select, what will happen? If you select, what will happen? You will get the bill. Okay, you will get the bill. So network performance is C 20 gigabyte. You think that this particular computer will be very highly efficient, very highly efficient. But here today we are only use this T2.micro. We are not going to launch any other instance. If you launch, you will get the bill instantly, because this is not comes under free tier eligibility. free tier eligibility. So under T2.micro, what is the things they are providing? They are providing one CPU of core, one CPU of one RAM GB, 1 GB RAM memory, correct? This is the architecture because we have already selected that architecture. Storage here by default they are providing 30 GB. 30 GB they are providing, and the network performance is low to moderate. Low to moderate. In previous experience, by default they are able to show here 30 GB, but I think in the new experience we need to mention while selecting. Okay, while selecting, or by default they are providing 30 GB of memory free. Here in the T2.micro, one CPU of core, 1024 memory. What is the meaning of this? Nothing but 1 GB, correct? And they are providing elastic block storage for the data management, data storage or database, we can say database. Just click on select instance type. So we have selected instance type. T2.micro. T2.micro. Fourth step. See, earlier in previous experience, without key pair we are not able to log in into the instance. Okay, but here you can able to see proceed without a key pair, but it is not a recommended step. It is not a recommended step. AWS company will not recommend it, even though we are able to proceed without key, but it's not recommended. So that is the reason I have to give some meaningful name here. Linux 8 a.m. Okay, Linux 8 a.m. Linux 8 a.m. Or just click on here, create new key pair, and you are able to mention here Linux 8 a.m. Here there are two types, key pair types. One is RSA and another one is a ED. So RSA means they have two key pair. One is a private and one is a public. One is a private and one is a public. In the old experience, there will be no such type of options available. Okay, no such type of option available. You are able to see this option right now only. In the new experience we can able to see. Now also they are showing some private key file format like .pem and .ppk. In yesterday we didn't see this option. Yesterday experience we didn't see option .ppk, but today in the new experience we are able to see this .ppk also. .ppk also. So we are going to see all this one by one. Here now either from two format you can able to see only one. You can able to download only one format. So today we are going to create this .pem format, because if you know .pem format you can very well able to see this .ppk format. So I am going to create key pair. So automatically it is downloaded. Earlier we used to download. See, so these are the difference. This is the difference. They are saving time for us. They are saying saving time for us. Now what I did, I have created key pair, and I have given name as a Linux 8 a.m. Okay. Now I am going to do the next steps. Network setting. By default, yesterday we have learned. This is our. Let me draw in whiteboard so that you can able to get very clearly. exactly what happened. This is your AWS cloud. Okay, this is your AWS cloud. AWS cloud. This is your AWS cloud. AWS cloud. Inside this AWS cloud, we are going to launch EC2 instance, correct? We are going to create a computer. What exactly happened here? Inside this AWS cloud, AWS company provide us one virtual private cloud environment. Virtual private cloud environment. This is nothing but VPC, VPC, or we call it as a virtual environment or virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. Okay, virtual private cloud. This is the AWS cloud. Inside AWS cloud, AWS company provide us virtual virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. Okay, virtual private cloud. So what is the meaning of this virtual private cloud? That means they are providing us isolated environment. What do you mean by isolated? What do you mean by isolated? Even though you are one of the user, okay, you are one of the user, you are accessing one EC2 instance. How you are going to access? You are accessing with the help of internet, correct? With the help of internet you are accessing. With the help of internet you are accessing. What exactly happened here? See, see, just try to understand this concept. This is the AWS cloud. Inside this AWS cloud, we are using services. Which services? EC2 services we are using. EC2 service we are using. Inside this EC2 service, we are going to launch servers. We are going to launch computers. Because this EC2 offering elastic compute cloud, correct? That is the reason. So in AWS cloud there we have so many services, around 200 services are available. Out of these 200 services, one of the popular service is called as a EC2 service. EC2 service. Now if you want to uh, if you want to create one EC2 instance, AWS company will provide you virtual private cloud by default. By default, they are providing. How they are providing? They are providing like this. They are providing like this. Consider this is your laptop. From this laptop, you are accessing this. Okay, AWS cloud. AWS cloud. There is internet gateway. Internet gateway. You are using all this all through internet. So there is a internet gateway. With the help of this internet gateway, by default, AWS company route. There is a router available. Okay, so in this router they have allocated one IP address. They have allocated one IP address. By default they have allocated. You don't need to do anything. But if you want to do by your own, also you can do. Okay, you can also do. If you want to create your own VPC, also you can able to create your own VPC. But by default AWS company providing us VPC. Now what exactly here? They are providing some IP address. Okay, this is your router. R is a router. Now in this they are providing a subnet. Subnet is nothing but type of IP address. Okay, type of IP address, subnet. And inside subnet we are going to launch our EC2 instance. EC2 instance. Inside this we are going to launch EC2 instance. So let us see here in network setting. See here, by default one VPC is providing by default. If you want to create your own VPC also, you can able to create. You just click on edit. By default they are providing, correct, and by default they are providing some IP address 172.31.0.0 slash 16. Slash 16 means side, this is a CIDR value. So by default they are creating. By default they are creating. Here also, for this availability zone, there are three availability zone available in this Tokyo region. So this is one of the 1C, 1D and 1A. This is the type. There are three types, and every subnet is having a route mechanism. Same 172.31.0.0 slash 20 slash 20 slash 20. It should be more than it should be more than what you required. But here they have some program at backendly at backend. So that is the reason we are going to select by default. But if you want to create your own, you can create. Okay. But here in this new experience, they are not showing any. They are not showing any. They are not showing any by default this. So we need to click on here info. Okay. We need to click on info. If you want to learn this VPC, once you click on info, it will show open like this. If you click on get more networking guidance, you can able to see like this. If you need more, just click here. So one new page will open. So like that you can able to learn this activity also. In the new experience they are providing. Earlier they are used to provide some documentation, and for this documentation we have separate uh, inside the main Amazon website. They have, this is your console home. Inside main they are providing some documentation special folder. But here now, right away you are able to see all these things. Okay, network setting, just click on info, you can able to get all the information about network setting. Just click on info, you are able to get all the information about VPC. Like that you can see. By default they are providing assign, so you don't worry about this one, it is already enabled only. Okay, here you can able to see security group. What is the security group? Security group means security group is dealing with ports. Just like your home, just like your home. In your home there is a doors, correct? Without door you can't enter into your home according to standard practice. Okay, this is standard practice we are following in your home only. If there is a home, in your home there is one door. Okay, you are in and out with the help of door only, correct? You are not going with windows. You are using on the door, because this is the standard practice we are following. Same way in AWS they are providing firewall or security group. This security group is dealing with port. So what are the port? What are the ports? Around total, do you know how many ports are available? Around 0 to 65535 ports are available. Out of this port, you no need to remember all the port. Out of the ports, you just remember some very important port. Like RDP is one of the port. Remote desktop protocol. Okay. Then another port name is SSH. This is called as a secure shell protocol. Another one is HTTPS. HTTP. We can call it as a internet protocol. And another one is a HTTPS. HTTPS. Okay, only yes will be there. So now tell me, what is the value of this all port? What is the value of this all port? Yesterday we have used this port, correct? What was the value for RDP? Anyone? Please be active.
3389.
Correct. 3389 we have used. So do you know what is the value for secure shell protocol?
22.
22. Correct. 22 we have used. So do you know protocol port number for HTTP?
80.
80. Correct. 80 is port number for HTTP. And for HTTPS?
43.
443. 443. So what is the difference between this HTTP and HTTPS port?
Open and secure.
Yes, this is open. Okay, this is open. That means there will be no security layer available in this port. But here this yes stands for secured, 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 secured. Okay, and we are using 443 for this port, for this port. Okay, now create security group or select existing security group. You can add your own rule also. You can add your own security group also, or you can able to create your you can select the existing default security group also. In this case I am going to create one new security group called as a Linux security group. Okay, if you want to give same description also, you can able to give here description. So by default, see, as we have learned here, by default for secure shell protocol 22 port is assigned. Same way here you can able to see by default, because we have choose Linux operating system. By default they are providing SSH here, and the port range is 22. Port range is 22. Yesterday we have launched Windows operating system, and in that case by default they are selecting RDP. RDP stands for remote desktop protocol, and here the port range was 3389. Let me show you RDP. See, select here the port range is changed. Same way, if you select HTTP, HTTP by default 80 port is there. 80 port is there. 80 port is there. Correct. But as we have selected by default Linux operating system, by default one port is assigned. If you want to add, you can add. You can add. How we are going to add? Click here, add security group rule. Just click here, and you can able to add your. You can able to add your custom TCP also. Any port range means 90. You can use 99, 9090. You can use 8080. Anything you can use. Anything you can use. Okay, anything you can use. Now I'm here going to use one port HTTP. HTTP I'm going to use. Okay, now by default for Linux operating system they are providing 8 GB of storage data, but under the free tier eligibility you can able to use up to 30 GB. But for Linux operating system 8 GB is enough for us. Okay, 8 GB is enough for us. You can use more than that also. What will happen if we are using 40 GB? Just select. They are just showing like after 40 GB means after 30 GB you will get the bill. Okay, so as where comes under free eligibility account, so that is the reason I am using 8 GB only. Now here I am going to launch two instances, so that is the reason I am going to select two instances. Okay, two instances. So what is the steps we have done here? We have did here network setting. Network setting. We have done this network setting is nothing but we can call it as a security group. Security security group security group security group. Which security group? SSH. Which security group? We have given some Linux security group, and we have assigned one port like SSH secure shell protocol 22. By default they have assigned. Sixth step sixth step, number of instances. Number of instances. How many? Two instances we have selected. Two instances we have selected. Now also here we can able to see by default all these things are selected. So now here there is one option called as a summary. Okay, here we have to do summary just for our verification. Just for our verification whether you have selected a right size, right type or not. Okay, number of instances is 2. Software images is correct only. Virtual server type is t2.micro. I have created new security group. By default volume they provided is 8 GB. 8 GB, correct? 8 GB. If you want to do cancel, you can do cancel here. But if you want to launch, you can launch the instance. You can launch the instance. Here there is an option called consider EC2 auto scaling. What is the meaning of this auto scaling? If your requirement is high and if you set this EC2 auto scaling option, what will happen? Automatically this number of instances will scale into 10 as per your demand. Okay, as per your demand, as per our demand only. But right now we are not using this auto scaling. Okay, we are not considering this. Just click on launch. See here they are asking something. Even though we have missed anything here while creating anything, then they are asking, because by default we have to select. Here we need to select anywhere. Anywhere means you or some other people also able to access my computer. Okay, this is open for all, because in my computer there is no any sensitive data available. So that is the reason I have just open one port which is unsecured. Open for all. Just click on launch instance. So next step is launch. Successfully I have launched. See, successfully initiated launch of instances. There are two instances we have created. That is the reason two instance ID is generated. Once it is showing all, you can directly select here also. But if you want to click on view all instances also, you can just click here. Now your Linux instances are running. Okay, running, but still initialization is not completed. Initialization is not completed. It's running. Now I'm giving some meaningful name here. Here also you can able to give. I'm giving some meaningful name like Linux 1 save, and here for this computer also I'm giving meaningful name like Linux 2 save. So I have launched two Linux instances. Two Linux computer I have launched. Now come back to whiteboard. Yesterday we have created Windows machine, correct? Windows machine. Today we have created two Linux machine, but we have created the machine, but how we are going to connect? Okay, how we are going to connect? I am going to draw one diagram so that you can get the clarity, you can get the idea. So let us discuss about yesterday, because yesterday we have launched Windows operating system, and also we have also connected. I have shown you how to connect and all. So let me draw one diagram. Let me draw one diagram. For Windows operating system. For Windows operating system. Yesterday my laptop was available in Pune. Okay, laptop. From this laptop, I have launched one remote server or remote Windows operating system. It was available in Mumbai. Mumbai. Okay, and it was Windows 2019. Okay, now if I want to access this Mumbai region laptop from Pune region, how I am going to access? For that, I have used I have required IP address or DNS name of that particular computer. Then I have required username. Then I have required password, correct? So that I am able to access. So that I am able to access. So that I am able to access, correct? Now here yesterday I have IP address or DNS name. Also I have username. But yesterday I didn't have a password. I have password, but that time that password was encrypted. But at the time of launching instances, I have downloaded one .pem file. .pem file. So with the help of this .pem file, okay, with the help of this AWS, I convert this .pem file into password. I have converted into password. Password. Okay. Once all these things are available, with the help of one software like RDC, remote desktop connection software, I am able to connect with this computer. But still for this region computer, they have one protocol. This protocol called as a RDP protocol. RDP protocol. Internally, once they will get their password internally while connecting, they are opening their RDP port. RDP port. Okay. And once it is opening, incoming port will open, and then it will process, and with the help of outgoing port, the response will come back. So yesterday with the help of .pem file, we have created one password and we have able to access. Now just consider today's scenario. We have Linux operating system. For Linux operating system, here also we have one laptop, and we are going to access Linux operating system in which region? Frankfurt, huh? No, Tokyo region. Tokyo region. Tokyo region. I am available in Pune region. Consider. I am going to access this Tokyo region software. How I'm going to access. I required here also I required IP address or DNS name. Here also I required username. User name. Okay. And here also I required password. But if we see in this, consider any consider select any one machine. Just click on connect here. What will happen? They are providing IP address, they are providing username, correct? Just click on this SSH client. You can able to see they are providing some username. EC2-user is a username, and they are providing some DNS name, correct? This is the DNS name, public DNS. See here, this is the DNS. So in this case, we have DNS name and username, but we don't have password. Then how to access this Tokyo region Linux machine? Then how to access Tokyo region Linux machine? So at the time of creating instance, we have created one key pair. That key pair name is linux8am.pem file. Okay, .pem file. So how to convert this .pem file into .ppk file, and then this .ppk file will be help to launch our secure shell protocol. Okay, we will see this how to do that activity. For this we require one software. That software name is called as Patti and Pattigen. Patti and Pattigen. There are two software. We have required. So what is the Pattigen and what is the Patti? Here itself in the wording, gen is there. Gen is stands for generating. Okay, generator. Okay, we can say generating or generator. What we are generating? We are generating .ppk file from .pem file. So currently we have only .pem file. So from this .pem file, we are going to generate .ppk file. Okay, .ppk file. .pem file means privacy enhanced mail. You no need to remember full form. Okay, just remember just .pem file. So initially AWS people is providing us a .pem file. So with the help of .pem file, we are going to create .ppk file. How to create? With the help of this Pattigen software. .ppk stands for Patti private key. Patti private key. And with the help of this Patti private key, with the help of this Patti software, Patti software, Patti software, we are going to launch our instance. Let us see one by one. Okay, let us see practical. You will get the clarity at the time of explanation. Okay, so currently I have this software. I am going to uninstall this software. Okay, I am going to uninstall this software. Now go to google.com and just search Patti and Pattigen. Okay, Patti and Pattigen. Once I click on search on Patti and Pattigen, by default one site will open. See, sharkgrenade.org.uk. Just click on this. Okay, these are binary files only. Okay, binary files. So what we need? We need Patti and Pattigen. So where is Pattigen? See here. We can able to see Pattigen. See here, Pattigen. As I know, internally my base machine is 64-bit operating system. Okay, how to check 64-bit operating system? You can go to your PC. Okay, you can go to your my PC and you just go search here this PC or my PC and just click on properties. You can able to see what is your operating system, 64-bit or 32-bit. According to that only you can able to select your software. This is my 64-bit operating system. Okay, so that is the reason I am selecting this 64-bit, this one. Okay, see it is now downloading, and I am selecting Putty software. Putty. This is not a exact software. Putty.exe. See, this is the software. The SSH and Telnet client itself. So I am using this Putty.exe. Successfully, I have installed these two software. These are the binary files only. That is the reason it is in one click only. It is got downloaded. No need to extra download here. What exactly I need to do is here I just copy this to Control X from download to my desktop. I will keep here in my desktop. Okay, now you can able to see I have these two softwares. So according to whiteboard, what exactly I am going to do here is initially I am going to convert .pem file to .ppk file. How to convert that .pem to .ppk file? Simple. We need to select this Partigen software. Just open, and here there is an option generate and load. Here no need to generate. We are loading only because we have already an existing private key file. We have already an existing private key file. So what I am going to do, I am going to load .pem file. Select all files. See, this is my today's .pem file. I have selected open. Successfully imported foreign key. Open SSH SS2 private key old PEM format. To use this key with Putty, you need to use save private key command to save it in Putty's own format. Okay, save private key. If you want to select, if you want to use, you need to use save private key. Just click OK. Now by default I have generated loaded. Okay, here you can able to see this is encrypted format. Now I am going to save this private key. Are you sure you want to save this key? Yes, I am sure. Without passphrase to protect it, I don't require it right now. Okay, so that is the reason I am selecting yes. Now I am going to give some meaningful name here like Linux 8 AM, and do not give extension. Automatically they will select extension. Okay, Linux 8 AM Putty private key save. Now according to this whiteboard diagram, I have converted this .pem file into .ppk file. Guys, are you understanding? Hello? Are you getting this point? Hello? Okay, okay, fine. So, according to this whiteboard diagram, we have generated .pem file to .ppk file. Now, with the help of this .ppk file, I am going to launch my terminal. How? For this, I require some data like IP address and username. IP address and username. Now, just go to Putty software and open the Putty software. Just click on Putty software. Such type of pop-up will get once you click on Putty. Okay, here they will ask for host name or IP address. You can either provide IP address or host name. Just go to your instances, just select Control C. I have selected. Now I have open and just paste it, host name. Successfully I have pasted username at the rate host name. Username EC2 username at the rate host name I have pasted. Now go back to your Putty software. Here there is an option. See here Linux. Okay, there is an option SSH. SSH is an option. SSH is an option. Now what you need to do? You need to select this SSH. Okay, once you select this SSH, you need to click on this positive sign, and you have to authenticate. You have to authenticate with the help of Putty private key. You need to select here browse, and whatever the ppk files are available, you need to authenticate. Just open. I have loaded this ppk file path here. Path. Just click on open. Here there is option open. See, as soon as I have click on open, my Linux terminal is ready. My Linux terminal is ready. Here they have some alert they are showing. Don't worry about this alert. The host key is not catch for the server. This is my EC2-user at the rate host name, DNS name. You have no guarantee that your server is the computer you think it is something. Okay, but don't think about this right now. Just click on accept. Just click on accept. Successfully I have launched my Linux terminal. Successfully I have launched my Linux terminal, where I can execute. So I can read something. I can write something, correct? I can write something. I can read. I can execute so many command here. Okay, I can use so many command here. ls is one of the commands, so like that we can do. Sudo is also one of the command. Okay, don't worry about this right now. I will explain all the command in Linux classes. Okay, but you can able to access our Linux terminal now. I have launched one Linux terminal. Now I am going to launch another Linux terminal. Go back to go back to instances. Linux one. I am going to launch another Linux machine. Connect. Click on connect. Just copy this EC2-user at the rate DNS name. Control C. Just go to your Putty software. Just provide your host name EC2-user at the rate host name. Just click on SSH. Just authenticate with the help of .ppk file. Open. Successfully we are going to launch our second Linux terminal. Just click on accept. So I have this two terminal now. This is called as a this black color is called as a terminal. This black color is called as a terminal. Terminal is nothing but a computer. Just like we have command prompt, correct? Here also in Linux operating system they have terminal. They have terminal. If you want to differentiate these two, just go to change setting, and here there is option colors. You can use the color both and use system color, so that it will change the background. You can do anything as you want. You can do anything as you want depending upon your requirement. Okay, so this is our Linux operating system. How we are able to access Linux operating system, we have seen. So exactly what happened? Exactly what happened? Here we have port. Okay, that port name is SSH. SSH. We have accessed this SSH port with the help of this Putty software from Pune region to Tokyo region. They have checked the IP name, they have checked the DNS name. They realize that yes, this is the correct IP and DNS name. They process some activity and they open the port so that you can able to access this computer. For this we have used these two software. Putty and Puttigen is a software. This is basically used for SSH and Telnet. Hmm? So here we are using SSH. So that is the reason we are using this Putty and Puttigen throughout the course. Throughout the course we are using. Throughout the course we are using. So this is all about how to launch Linux operating system, Linux operating machine. Okay. Now I am able to show you one thing in 2 minutes. Without Putty and Putty software also you can directly connect your instance. Here there is one option EC2 instance connect. If you just click on connect, you no need Putty software, you no need Puttigen software and all. You directly able to they people AWS people will directly create a terminal for you. Okay. Then now you realize that what is the use of this Putty and Putty software if AWS already provided some Linux terminal. Okay, Linux terminal. Here also you can able to write so many command, correct? You can here you also able to write so many command as per your requirement. But what is the difference is here in AWS terminal some there is some limitation. What limitation? We are not making font less or small or big. Okay, we are not going to change the colors here in Linux terminal. But terminal we are going to change color also. How to change color? Here go to change setting color. Okay, you can modify any color. Consider this green color. Okay, okay, you just apply. You can able to modify your font color and all, but here there is some limitation. So that is the reason we are using Putty. Otherwise, if there is a emergency command you need to do, you can directly use instance EC2 instance connect. Okay, EC2 instance connect. So this is all about today, guys. If you have any doubt means you can ask. Hmm? You can ask. If we don't have any doubt means we can wind up the call. We will meet tomorrow. Any doubt? Any query? Are you understanding? Okay, then we are going to wind up the call. Bye everyone. Take care.